up, folks? I am on the road again. This time on my way to Philadelphia. But you know me, historic sites, historical markers. I'm definitely going to stop and check some out before I get to my destination. Get out, get some good stretching in. But more importantly, education along the way. And I've stopped at this spot before at the St. Paul's Chapel Rosenwald School, but it's been a while, so I said, you know what, since I'm kind of taking it slow, have a little bit of time on my hands, I'm going to stop there on my way. And it's in Brunswick County, Virginia, and it was one of the earliest Rosenwald schools in the area, in the county. And so that's where I am on my way to. North Carolina had the most Rosenwald schools in the country. This was Julius Rosenwald and, of course, Booker T. Washington. So, yeah, that's where I'm on my way to. We'll be there shortly. Thanks for riding with me. All right, I am here at the historical marker at least, but we will go to the school here in just 1 second. I want to show you the landscape here in Brunswick County, Virginia. It's very rural, as you see. There you go. And here's the marker for the St. Paul AME Zion Church. And this church is right up the road as well, if I remember correctly. We'll come over here to the marker just so you can check it out before we head up to the school. It's always great that these markers are put up for educational purposes, of course. It makes it much easier to stop and capture this video when it feels good outside and it's not piping hot like it normally is here in the South. So I always welcome fall for that reason. All right, like I mentioned, the school's just a stone's throw away from the actual historical marker, and we are here on Brunswick and Shining Creek Road. So that's where this is located, and the school's right over here, so let's check it out. Yeah, it's probably been about 4 or 5 years since I've been here. This is the school grounds, and the school building is right there. Again, this was one of the earliest Rosenwald schools that was built here in the county, and it is a one-room standard plan. And so there were multiple different plans for these Rosenwald schools. Some of them went up to 4 rooms, 5 rooms. It just really depended on the size of the community, to be honest with you. The contributors for this specific one included $300 in Rosenwald funds, and then the local black families were $450, and public money was $750 for a total of $1,500. So those were the numbers to get this one up and running. And a lot of people, well, I don't want to say a lot of people, but some people don't understand that it just wasn't a pot of money that was dumped into these communities and schools were built. The communities had to put money into this matching grant because it was a grant. It wasn't just funds that were given out. And so the community had to do a lot of work in order to get these schools erected. And that included fish fries, baking, baked goods, just any and everything in order to scrounge up the money to make sure that their children were educated. And if this of course was in the Jim Crow South. So this is a school, a one-room plan here in the Brunswick County community. Walk around on this side so you can check it out. I can only imagine the stories and the things that were taking place in the school during that tumultuous time. shout out to the people who saw the importance to make sure that the marker was put up and this building to stay erected in the community, because a lot of them have been torn down. So I'll do some research and see if there's any revitalization efforts for it, because it's a beautiful building, and it was built with hard labor, of course, for people in this community that wanted to see their kids have an opportunity to be educated. So got some mushrooms here. On the ground. It's wet out here, but it's all good. Let me see if I can peep inside. If I can get a little bit closer for you all. That's it. Yeah. So again, that's the Rosenwald School. One room plan. Hope you learned something new today. Peace.